Right, okay, so you're all happy there. Still comfortable in your seating position.
Yep.
So obviously for this particular run, because we've got a couple more laps available, we're normally doing 3, but we'll do a good 4 laps. That way it still leaves us a little bit of time to try and sort out yourself having a go in a diesel. Okay. So we're basically going to go 3 times past the pits, which is 4 laps. Okay. Now because we're going to go on circuit and a bit quicker, we're able to give you a little bit of coaching as well to make that even easier for you. So a few tips is if you keep both your thumbs over the tops of the 2 lugs, nice and relaxed, and they never ever move around the steering wheel from that position. So in the corners, you just turn tighter and then just unwind.
Just trusting the hands, you mean?
Correct. That's all we do for the circuit.
Okay.
We're going to be changing gear at 6,500 revs, and therefore we're only going to be using gears 3 and 4. Okay, because we're using those revs. So obviously when we're going to be going quicker, you're going to be leaning on the car more. It's going to highlight just how good the chassis is, how good and quick and sporty the gear change feels, a nice short throw, and obviously what you feel from the engine performance. When you're ready, into first gear, and we can follow the car out in front. Good, nicely done. So the 2 corners that generally catch people out are the 2 tight hairpins, where people come off the brakes just that little bit too early, basically.
It's the next one, isn't it?
Correct, that's the first hairpin. So we're keeping over to the right for the moment, all clear to the left, and now we'll gently work our way over to the left. Now the next corner, by this curve, 3/4 down it is your turning point. So we're then braking, smooth tight turn towards the curve, and then squeeze the power up the middle of the track. We're going to follow this car for the moment, even though he's indicating, okay, now you can go to the right of him. Excellent. And then we brake, turn in right, stay in third, off your brakes, and over to the left. Good. Using the width of the circuit, nice straight line, close to the grass. Good. So 6.5, no problem. That's it. We can build up to that. That's all okay. So we're looking down towards the white sign with the black arrow, and then a smooth brake all the way down towards the end of the curve. We gently ease off, following the middle of the track, gradually getting tighter to the curve, and then we run out wider to your exit curve. Very good. Aim at the grass, straight across, where we then brake hard, down to third, hard braking, really slippery, hard braking, hard braking, hard braking, beautiful to the middle, to the curb, and then out wider, using the width of the circuit. At the end of the curb is your turning point, hold it there to the big red curb, now full power out wider, that's good, straight line, into 4th gear, that's lovely. We then brake, 3/4 down your curve, we ease off the brakes as we turn in, that's it. So you've got a little bit of assistance there from the stability program, keeping it tighter, very good, to your left, where we then brake down to third, so harder braking, harder braking, harder braking, tight turn, and squeeze up the middle of the track, a smooth turn to the left, over to the left, then we brake, turning right, easing off, back on the power hard, to the right hand side, foot to the floor, good, using the momentum, don't worry, you keep going, all the way down, you keep going, lovely move, 3 abreast, up into 4th, good, we like that, really good, then we gently work our way over, and then we're going to be braking all the way down to the end of the curve, ease off the brakes, middle of the track, and slowly getting tighter and tighter, and then just gently let the car run out wider. Good, we're going to follow these cars as we go past him, follow the red one, braking hard, down to third, harder braking, nice tight turn, middle of the track to the next curve, and then we accelerate out really wide to the exit curve, wider, 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 good, then we turn to the inside and accelerating hard in a straight line. Good. So because you're on a tighter line, we're going to have to brake harder up here. Good. And then we brake harder, harder braking, off your brakes, and back on the power. Beautiful move, middle of the track. Up into 4th gear.
Is it good correcting this as well?
Yes, that's the stability program. Yeah. Braking hard, hard braking, harder braking, harder braking, harder braking, harder braking, tight turn. That's it, so we must brake harder.
Yeah.
Okay. Close to the inside, over to your left. And then we brake, smooth turn, squeeze the power, over to your left. Good, nice straight line. Up into 4th. So once again, we're looking towards the side with the black arrow, and then we're braking all the way down to the end of the curve, so still braking, ease off, middle of the track, and then gently bringing the car back towards the inside, then over to your left. Good. Following now the car in front, over to your right. Okay, go left. Good, straight line. Braking harder, down to 3rd. Good, still braking, nice tight turn and squeeze. Beautiful, done. To the inside and over to your left. Out towards the exit curve. We hold it there. We turn to the curve and then out wider. Very nice. Into 4th. And then we're braking all the way down until we turn, ease off, and then back on the power. Good, following down the middle of the track. A smooth turn to the left, and over to your left. Where we then brake down to 3rd, keeping out wide. Nice tight turn, and back on the power. Middle of the track. Good. Close to your curb. Over the brow of the hill to your left. And then we brake, turning right, and back on the power to your left. Very nice indeed. Straight line. So you can see how all that 165 brake horsepower just keeps pulling. Really nice engine note. And plenty of performance there. A nice, good, quick gear change there. Really good. So braking, keeping out really wide to the end of the curve, then we ease off, slowly bringing the car back in, and then we've got our pit lane on the right hand side. Okay, good. So how do we find that little drive then?
Yeah, nice. It was scary when I was like turning and it's like car starts sliding to the side, skidding to the side, which was like, yay!
Well, it's good because we got away with it. Okay, so obviously if the stability program hadn't kicked in, the back of the car would have come round and probably
I will have to counter steer it.
Have a little spin. Yeah, you would have had to steer into the slide, and if you didn't, then yeah, you probably would have had a little spin.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's also good for you to feel. It's also good for you to feel just how it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, where we get to go over?
Right, so just behind the red Mazda.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect. And then a gentle brake all the way down. Good. Nicely done. And you'll get to watch that again tonight. You can